Daniel, who's on a roll at the moment, who's very confident.
Another hard fight for him, by the way.
I was just going to say, he's in with it. He's not got another. He's not. When was the last time he had an easy job?
Precisely.
Parker Dubois. I fancy Parker. He's not an underdog in this fight. Everyone makes out as though he's a massive underdog.
I just think that Daniel Dubois is going to be a step too far for him. I don't think it's a formality, but I do think that Daniel will win, and I do think that he'll stop him.
When was the last time Daniel, who is currently on a roll and very confident, had an easy job? I fancy Parker, but he is not an underdog in this fight. Everyone portrays him as a huge underdog. I was just going to say that he is in with it and doesn't have another one. I simply believe that Daniel Dubois will be too much for him. I don't think it's a formality, but I do believe that
Paul obviously made a lot of names in the division, Mike Tyson, whatever else, but a certain Carl Froch is coming out saying, listen, I'll fight you, I'll give my money to charity. Is that something you'd like to see, Peter?
Do you know what? I wish Jake Paul all the very best. He looks a very, very nice kid, but I'm here for boxing. I'm in for nothing else, so I'm into real boxing.
Actually, before I let you go, 2 predictions I need from yourself. Next week in Riyadh, big card, Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker.
Yeah, I can swing anyway. I'm not sitting on the fence. Obviously, it's a bigger puncher, Dubois. He's got to be on his A game. He's got to miss, make him slip and make him pay. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And I think if he can catch Dubois as well, he'll hurt him. So I think that is a genuine seesaw backwards and forwards. It could either go very quick in Dubois' favour, or it could be a different match. He can start getting his jab home, landing shots, picking shots now and again, and wearing Dubois down for a point win even, or even a late stoppage maybe.
Daniel will prevail and that it will deter him. Boxing experts have differing opinions about the impending fight between Daniel Duo and Joseph Parker. Peter Fury believes that the fight between Dubois and Parker will be back and forth, and may go either way, with Dubois perhaps ending it.
Yeah, I'm still hungry for more success and more victories, more belts. So I still feel like the underdog, and in my mind, I'm going out there to, still same mentality and still the same old dog and make it a dog fight out there.
Early or Parker gaining control. Given that Fury recognizes the strength and tenacity of the fighter, this is an unpredictable and explosive showdown. It goes without saying that Paul made a lot of names in the division. Tyson, Mike regardless. Father is coming out with a call that says
is high in confidence, and he should be with the performances he put on. But I've been working very, very hard quietly in New Zealand. I went to Ireland and trained, and now I'm here in Saudi Arabia. And I've been waiting for this opportunity, I've been waiting for this chance, and been waiting for a big fight. So this is my time now to go out there and show everyone what I've been doing while I've been waiting for a fight. And it's my chance to be 2-time world champion. So I'm taking it with both hands. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I know Daniel Dubois is going to come ready, but I am as well.
A lot of the build-up programming on all platforms is out there now, and one of the big statements that you made is you suggested, quite openly, that if the going gets tough.
I do believe I'm a better boxer, but he has shown grit, he's shown toughness, he's shown he does the basics very well. But I do believe that my boxing IQ and toughness as well, and I got a good chin, that shouldn't be tested, or hopefully not tested with Dubois, landing good shots, but it'll be tested come February 22, because with Zhang and Wilder, they were good fights, but Dubois throws way more punches, he comes forward, a lot more pressure, and he throws punches and bunches, so we're prepared for that version of what he's going to bring.
I'll give my money to the child to see if that's something you'd like to see, like pizza. Jake Paul is the best. He looks like a really nice kid, but I'm here only to box, so I'm into real boxing. Before I let you go, I need 2 predictions from you. Daniel Dubois will be at the Riyadh big card next week. Parker, Jose, I can swing anyway, I'm not sitting on the fence, obviously. It's a bigger puncher. A dude's got to be on as a game. He's got to miss, make him slip, and make him pay. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And I think if he can catch Dubois as well, it'll hurt him.
I thought he spoke very well, Simon.
He always does.
He always does. He's always very fair. He's never trying to point score in a discussion. He's always like straight on the level, which I like about Joseph.
No, he is. I mean, he's a top class operator in all aspects, both in the ring and outside of the ring. And so you find yourself in a situation when you listen to Joseph Parker that there's not a lot of trash talking that goes on. He can have a go, and he did the other day in the face-off when he had a little bit back and forward with Daniel Dubois with Adi Oladipo on DAZN. But most of the time you get sensible conversation about him. He's very respectful. He's also a very good fighter. I just think that Daniel Dubois is going to be a step too far for him. I don't think it's a formality, But I do think that Daniel will win, and I do think that he'll stop him.
I think it's very fair to say that they've both come into their own in recent times.
Indeed.
I think that Joseph Parker, you have to go back to, what was it, 2016, when he won that world heavyweight title, against Andy Ruiz. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride for him, but he's in form at the moment.
Andy
Zhang,
Lee's a big difference, isn't he?
Deontay Wilder, Andy Lee has made a huge difference, not just physically, but mentally as well with him. And I think he now believes in himself. And that's what we're seeing in his interviews now, where he comes out, speaks very well. He used to be quite shy and reserved.
I thought he was pretty outspoken when he fought Anthony Joshua in 2018. He told everybody what he was going to bring to the fight, and he was very on the front foot. Obviously, the fact that he couldn't deliver it and the referee didn't help.
So I think that is a genuine seesaw backwards and forwards. It could either go very quick in Dubai's favor, or it could be a different match he could start getting. His jab home, occasionally landing. Shots, choosing shots, and wearing down for a late stoppage, or perhaps a point when perhaps Anthony Joshua appeared resolute when he declared his desire for victory and his goal to regain his place at the top of the heavyweight class. Joshua's determination and dedication demonstrate that he is prepared to take on any task, demonstrating that he still has a lot to do. Yes, I still feel like the underdog, and I'm going out there with the same mindset, thinking that I'm going to steal the same old dog and turn it into a dog battle, because I'm still hungry for more success, more victories, and more belts. With confidence.
Listen, what do you think that Parker can do to take advantage, perhaps maybe of Dubois' overconfidence coming into this fight? What do you think that he could do to mentally prepare so he could take that win?
Well, I don't think he's overconfident, man. All this press conference, all this shit, bro, this is just talk. This is for you guys. They're fighters. They're world champions. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. Don't let these words fool you. They win world titles for a reason, and Parker's been there too. I feel like this fight we're going to be the best. We're going to see the best version of both of them. So it's exciting.
Joseph Parker responds to Daniel Dubois by declaring, "I'm a better boxer than him." In order to disprove Dubois' prediction of an early knockout, Parker highlights his experience, skill, and preparation, making it obvious that he is more than prepared for the fight, is as high in confidence, and he should be with the performances he put on, but I've been working very, very hard on quietly in New Zealand.
Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. This is the tale of two careers. Both were written off. Dubois gets stopped by Usyk. Joseph Parker gets stopped by Joe Joyce. They're both on win streaks, resurrecting their career. Daniel Dubois recently just knocked out Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker has reinvented himself, beating veterans like Deontay Wilder and Big Bang Zhang. Don't be surprised if this is a real fight and Joseph Parker gives Daniel Dubois a lot of problems, because stylistically, Joseph Parker matches up great for Daniel Dubois, in my opinion.
I went to Ireland and trained, and now I'm here in Saudi Arabia, and I've been waiting for this opportunity, been waiting for this chance, and be waiting for a big fight. So this is my time now to go out there and show everyone what I've been doing and while I've been waiting for a fight, and it's my chance to be two-time world champion. So I'm taking with both hands. I'm very excited for this opportunity.
Parker Dubois. I fancy Parker is not an underdog in this fight. Everyone makes out as though he's a massive underdog. I'm not saying Dubois can't beat him or isn't going to beat him, but I'm saying I can see so many ways how so many assets that Parker has that can cause Dubois a lot of problems, and if Parker wins, I'm not going to be shocked.
And I know Dan going to come ready, but I am as well. A lot of the build-up programming on all platforms is out there now. And one of the big statements that you made is you suggested, quite openly, that if the going gets tough, I do believe I'm a bit of boxer. But he has shown grip, he's shown toughness. He's shown him like he does the basic through well, but...
Would you like to see Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would like to see him win a world title. But it's a very tough division. There's a lot of action out in Japan as well. Hopefully, after the crowd tonight and the show, we could bring a world championship to Birmingham.
Brilliant. As you can see, we're getting into the car. I'm going to ask you two quick ones. Gavin Green, robbed on the scorecards, do you think?
I don't think robbed. I thought he won 6-4. And I said to Cat, I always back my fighters, but I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a very close fight that Gavin Gwynn deserved to edge. When I got in the ring, I thought maybe he can squeeze a draw. But he didn't, and I thought to not get one scorecard or not get a split or not get even a draw on a scorecard, he'll probably feel hard done by. We must do the rematch, but also acknowledge that Cameron Vong took a big step up early in his career and he should be respected for that.
Callum Smith-Botty next?
I hope so. Good to get the rounds in tonight. I think that's one of the top fights in British boxing. Fingers crossed.
Brilliant. Very last one, Eddie. Oh, sorry. Very last one. Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois, February the 22nd.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, look,
Has AJ stepped aside for that, or
no? I mean, he's not got to step aside. He's just not ready for February 22nd. So Daniel will have another fight. If that's Joseph, I think he more than deserves it.
Brilliant. Take care, Eddie.
I do believe that my boxing IQ and toughness as well. And I got a good chin to soon be tested, or hopefully not tested with D making good shots. But it will be put to the test on February 22nd because although Jang and Wilder's fights were good, D throws a lot more punches, puts a lot more pressure on the opponent, and throws punches in bunches. So we're ready for that aspect of his game. Despite his skills.
Weeks away now. Do you have a favourite? Do you have a pick, an opinion, Richard?
Tough fight to call because Parker has improved so much over his last 3 or 4 fights. Got the speed back, and he's a really good boxer. But then you have to give a lot of credit to Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois has come through some really good contests where he keeps improving, and I think he'll improve again. So if I had to go one way or the other, I'd probably just edge towards Dubois. Great jab, and I felt that jab taking him on the pads many times. Real good kid. Decent boxer, a lot of power in his right hand, but also the left hook on the inside is probably his hidden punch. That's the real danger shot. So I'd probably just edge towards Daniel, to be honest.
Just last one on that then. A lot of people have said to me about they can see Daniel either winning it within first half of the fight, but if it hits the second half of the fight, it could be Joe Parker taking over. Do you agree with that sentiment?
Well, that's it, yeah, I think. But having said that, I think Daniel's beginning to manage the rounds a lot better now. He's not like that early Daniel Dubois where he went off a little bit too quick. He now seems to have settled down. He's getting more seasoned, so he's handling the 12 rounds a lot better. But yeah, I'd probably agree with it in that Daniel's going to be really dangerous in the first half of the fight, and for me, Joseph Parker will have to avoid a lot of shots early and then probably try and get Daniel in the later stages of the contest. But if he goes on those tactics, he could come unstuck because, like I say, I think Daniel Dubois manages a contest a lot better now.
Richie, as always, it's a pleasure. Safe travels home. I'll see you soon.
All the best, Dan.